Great day. Great day. Folks are coming in. It's always exciting when that happens. Hello, all. Hello. Happy journey to all of us. I'm Arne. I'm your host for this Thursday edition of Daily Antidote of Song. Every single day, the incredible people at Carpe Diem Arts brings this to you. Please, let's show them some love. Let's show them. Let's show them. Fantastic. It's Thursday, October 19th. I believe it's day 1292, but I know someone is going to tell me for sure. Let's get this party started by saying hello to the wonderful Jojo Rossi. Jojo Rossi. Thank you, Jojo. So much love to you for keeping this movement and family going and growing. And then we have to say thank you to our jamming on the one, jamming on the one, jamming on the one, Jaden, always making sure that everything flows so smoothly. We're going to say hello to all of those who are streaming in from the various platforms. Satara, if you're out there, hello, hello. Let's see who else we've got in the room. We've got Kevin in DC. We've got Gary Powers from Massachusetts. Pauline is in Newcastle. Kathy is in Chico. Deli is in, no, Kathy and Chico are in Denver. Okay, Deli's in Silver Spring. Trish is in Victoria, BC. We got Nancy in Washington with the Irish Cow. Oda in BC. Dan Walker is here in Vienna. Susan G, Cincinnati. Thank you for being here. Athena from Brooklyn is here. Sheila in Florida. Hello. Kate in Charlottesville. Lovely seeing you. Yes, Carolyn in Boise. Thank you. 1292. Okay. Some days I get it right. Thank you so much. Aloysius is somewhere out spreading love around the world. Ruth and Clive are both here representing the wonderful, wonderful town of Birmingham. Thank you, thank you. My friend Storm, thank you, Storm. I received that. Storm is here from Massachusetts. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hello. Kevin. Hello. Hello. Hello in New Hampshire. Thank you so much. Sue in Seattle. Great seeing you. Ann in Silver Spring. Linda on Orcas Island. Deborah in Kentucky. Caroline in DC. Mabel and Bob and Bears. How fantastic. Thank you. We've got Trish in Victoria, BC. Oh, my stars. Dick and Kathy in Victoria. Wowie zowie. Yay. Oh, yes. Lovely. Love having you here. Thank you. Thank you. Annette is in California. Thank you. Jane in the UK. We've got Hindi, Becky in British Columbia, Moon in Alexandria, Bronwyn in Victoria, BC, Diane in Puerto Rico, Nancy is here. Oh, yes. And then we have Curly Tops. Curly Tops will be making an appearance on Curly's House making. Okay, sure. Curly's House will be making an appearance at some point. But we have a wonderful, wonderful day today. We got an incredible guest, and we have a birthday girl in the house. We have a birthday girl in the house. Get your birthday cards ready for the incredible Kathy Baker. We're going to get back to her in a bit, but we just want you to say initially, it's just wonderful seeing you. Happiest of birthdays to you, love. The happiest of birthdays. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Stay there. All right. For anyone who's new coming into the Daily Antidote Room on this particular day, day 1292, let us know how you found us. And please keep coming back. All right. Joe Jencks is here. Joe
Hey,
Jencks is here. Hello to you, my friend. How you been?
I'm all right. I'm all right. It's a strange time to be alive. I feel like we have moved into the realm of living surrealism.
Okay, and I'm sure you have something for our hearts. Please, the floor is
Indeed,
yours.
indeed. This is the song that we've sung together here before. It's a piece that the music was written in 1898 by the Finnish composer Sibelius. But these words were written in the early 1930s by a third grade teacher in Hawaii named Lloyd Stone. And it was his great hope for a world at peace. And he wanted to write a song that deconstructed nationalism as the foundation for how we relate to each other and replaced it with a deep, deep, compassionate sense of humanity. And he wrote this for his third graders, and I think that's amazing. It's called This Is My Song, and we'll sing it a couple of times through up front, and then we'll come back and sing it at the end of our session here today, because there isn't really a chorus to sing. It's just two stanzas straight through. You've got the words there, and please sing with me. Let's sing some love and compassion and peace into the world. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover, leaf, and pine. But other lands have sunshine too and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. Go back to the top. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover, leaf, and pine. But other lands have sunlight too and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine.
Mm. Wow. Thank you, Joe, for that. Thank you. I don't know that I've ever sung that song with you. Um, I know melody is the song "Be Still My Soul."
Hmm.
And
Yeah, there are a number of songs that have been written over the years from Sibelius's melody,
yes,
but it's really interesting. I went to hear the local symphony, and they were doing all 20th century composers. And it's a community symphony with all of the quirks and ups and downs of community, ensembles. So there was a piece by a Russian composer that was, I think, maybe just a little more atonal than the composer had intended in certain passages. But I thought it was brilliant that the orchestra took on such a complex and complicated piece. And there was a discussion with the conductor beforehand
mm,
about sort of national identity present in composers' work, not as a competitive thing, but as a way of sort of encapsulating archetypal ideas of culture. And so when Sibelius wrote this melody and wrote this piece, it really was his intent, even though he's sort of right on the cusp of 20th century. It was in the spirit of some of those other composers that were trying to capture some sense of their people. And so thoroughly did Sibelius do that this song, 120 years later, is still traveling all over the world. And this melody is known by so many different names, but it's the melody that he created that just reaches into our hearts and massages them in such a beautiful way.
absolutely, absolutely. I think it was played at John Kennedy's funeral, um,
Wow.
and I, re yeah, um, it it still does that. So thank
Hmm.
you so much for bringing it forward.
Did Mahalia Jackson sing at JFK's funeral?
I don't know, but I know we can check.
Hmm.
And I know Jaden will check, so we'll find out. We'll find out.
Interesting. Interesting.
In the meantime, I know there's a second song. Would you please bring that forward?
Oh yeah, yeah. Happy to, happy to. I wanted to note on the Sibelius piece before we left it, just this. There's a place where it really grabs me, and I think it's important to understand why singing and why music does something for us that poetry alone does not. That there is something about the right set of words with the right melody and the right chord changes and the right cadence and tempo that really does grab us. And
That's where we did that augmentation. That's where we did it.
yeah. Like each line of that melody cascades into the next line, and then you have that
That, that,
and you have that
that.
moment that's just is this expansion of sound and of heart through the
Yes,
sound.
yes.
And I would love to teach a songwriting course. I was just thinking about this while I was singing in the shower today. I'd love to teach a songwriting course called Putting the Music Back in the Song, and really examine why certain melodies carry with them some archetypal thing that touches the human soul in a deep way and often transcends culture. The South African national anthem. This is another one of these melodies that just, and what's interesting about it is that while fundamentally being in the major key, the melody starts on the relative minor. And they're inverted chord because of choral singing traditions in South Africa, the choral voicings are inverted, so you rarely have the lowest note singing
On the
the
bottom.
tonic of the chord. It's an inverted chord, and it's yeah. There are things that grab us, and I just think it's important on the Daily Antidote, a song, that we take a moment to properly appreciate that music has the power to heal and to move us in ways that go not understood even still in human culture. We just know it when we feel it. We know it when we're in it. We know when something has captured our heart. And so,
Wow, Joe. Music Theory 201. Thank you for that this morning.
I
Thank
mean, I
you.
could pick that apart, but I won't.
I
I'll explain
know.
more about it. But
I
I
know.
just, it's magic, and it's knowable magic, and yet you can't on a whim recreate it perfectly every time. And that's the magic of it, is that you can intellectually know the components, but it's only when our hearts are working with our minds and all of our digits in collaboration that we can pull it off. So this is a song called It's All About Love. And this is a song that I wrote when I was grieving a really consequential loss. My oldest brother died when I was 30, and he was 47. And his name was Jerry Jencks. And I realized that in the words of Khalil Gibran, that grief was a knife that was carving out the lute through which music would flow. That it was not possible to experience the joy without acknowledging the sadness. That they trade places, but that joy and sorrow walk hand in hand through our lives. And that's kind of where I was at when I wrote this. So the chorus is, well, I'm already gone if I can't live while I'm here. Yes, I'm already gone if I can't love through the fear. I was sitting in a song circle once with Pete Seeger at a Folk Alliance conference, excuse me, and a bunch of other people. And there was somebody tuning their instrument, and they were embarrassed that it took them a little time to tune their instrument. They're like, it's close enough. And Pete looked over the top of his glasses and just shook his head. And I thought to myself, if the guy with the banjo in his lap is telling you it's too far out of tune, you should listen.
I'm in agreement
Yeah.
with that. Take as long as you need to take.
It was the Shostakovich Fifth Symphony that I heard the other night. For those that are curious, it finally popped back in my head, who I was listening to. And it was an extraordinary work that I had never heard, even though it's probably Shostakovich's most well-known piece. All About Love. I don't know how to keep on walking this line between my visions and the highway signs. I don't know how to keep on striking the spark to ignite the flames that will pierce the dark. But I'm already gone if I can't live while I'm here. Yes, I'm already gone if I can't love through field. It's awful hard to keep from being a wreck when I feel the breath of the reaper cool on my neck. It's hard to live inside the rhyme and the rhythm of the song, to respirate my gratitude and pretend that nothing is wrong. But I'm already gone if I can't live while I'm here. Yes, I'm already gone if I can't love through the fear. So I hang on tight and watch the slipping sands, try to hold the contradictions in the palm of my hand. For every grain that tumbles, there are more that remain. But the hand that closes to a fist loses all that it contains. So let it crack wide open, let this broken heart bleed. Let it soak through the soil and nourish the seed. Let the water from my eyes be a gift to the parched land, till all my sisters and brothers rejoice hand in hand. 'Cause I'm already gone if I can't live while I'm here. Yes, I'm already gone if I can't love through the fear. If I can't love through the fear, sisters and brothers, we must love through the fear. It's all about love. It's all about love. Sing it with me. It's all about love. 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 It's all about love.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
Thank you. That's just a song I've been singing in excuse me, in the last week and a half, just reminding myself to keep my heart open in the face of a world that wants me to pledge allegiance in one place or another, in one form or another, to recognize that it really is. It's all about love, and there's a line in the bridge to that. So I hang on tight and watch the slipping sands, try to hold the contradictions in the palm of my hand. For
Yes.
every grain that tumbles, there are more that remain, but the hand that closes to a fist loses all that it contains.
Mm.
And this is sort of a Buddhist idea that is in the spirit of, I don't know who the author was that said originally, that people who will ignore a scream will strain to hear a whisper. And in the Buddhist idea, this notion of walking through the world palms up, that you can hold a great deal in your hand when your hands are like this, but as soon as you close them to a fist, especially with sand, it all falls through your fingers. And there are so many things that we pursue in our lives, including peace, that seem elusive. And yet, I think if we can find a way to walk with our hearts open and our palms up, that we, at least for moments of our day, will experience some of that peace and some of that gentleness that allows us then to keep staying alert and tuned in and focused and attentive where the world needs us to be attentive and where we need to be attentive. So keep singing, keep doing the things that bring joy and goodness and hope into your own hearts. And with that, why don't we
Yeah, let's wrap it up with first verse. Wow. You're in your hands, Joe. You're in
yeah,
your
and
hands.
are you still out in California?
I still am, yes.
And how's life in California for you?
Mm. Life is good.
I'm glad to hear it.
Life
I'm glad
is
to hear it.
it's good. Life is
Yeah.
good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Excuse me. So we'll go back through the Sibelius one more time. The Lloyd Stone lyrics from the early 1930s. This is my song. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and wide. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine.
Mm. Joe Jencks. Joe Jencks, everyone. You've really deeply touched my heart this morning. I'm so very grateful to you. Thank you for bringing two incredibly moving and passionate songs, sharing them with us today, having us sing them with you. My heart needed this, and I'm sure many others did, and I think yours did too.
Thank you. Indeed. Indeed it did. This is a good way. I'm just heading into a music conference, the Folk Alliance Region Midwest, here in the Chicago area today, and putting on my happy face when my heart is so full of conflicting emotions is always a challenge professionally. I'm sure it is for all of us when
I know that very well.
we play different roles in different parts of our lives, and when we have to put on the mask that we are required to wear sometimes in our professional life, we need to remember that our heart is still beating inside of us and having all the feelings that we're having. And so this is a great way for me to prep for that. I'm going to be all over the place in the coming months on the road, out to Colorado and out to Boston and up in New England and the Northeast and DC and all kinds of things. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to see a few of you in Colorado. I saw a few of you at Trad Mad Week at the Pine Woods Camp out in Massachusetts this summer. That was absolutely wonderful. And yeah, I hope to see all of you again soon. Keep singing.
Keep singing. Everyone, Joe Jencks. Joe Jencks. You can find out where he is through his website. Please continue to support. Just really briefly, I want to mention there's a community sing that's happening on the 21st, which is on Saturday. And there's going to be a flyer that will just go pop. And look what happened. It went pop. Okay. Mr. Lila Gonzalez will be there. Anais Azul will be there. Eve Goldberg will be there. Hope you will be there too. It's this coming Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a birthday in the house to celebrate. Our wonderful, wonderful Kathy Baker is here. So stick around. For those who need to be somewhere else, we want to thank you for your presence here. We want to thank all of those who are streaming in live from all the platforms. Let's just give another just huge round of gratitude and thanks and love to Joe Jencks for the blessings that he has delivered us today.
Thank you.
Woo! This is quite a sermon, Mr.
You are
Joe.
all a blessing to me.
I love it. I love it. And I'm going to take this moment to say thank you to Jojo Rossi. Wow. Did it again. You did it again. Let's give thanks again to Jaden, who makes sure everything is where it needs to be when it needs to be there. And let's say thank you to Kevin in DC. Wow. Um, mm. I'll, Let me leave it there. Pauline and Dad in Newcastle, UK, thank you so much for being here. Dan in Vienna, thank you, thank you. Susan G in Cincinnati, it would not be it without you. Carolyn, yes. I see both of y'all twinning over there. I'm saying yes. Kathleen in Albuquerque, thank you so much. Diane, Puerto Rico, appreciate your presence. Deborah in Kentucky, thank you, thank you. Kathy in Denver, yes, thank you. Keep that birthday cup handy because we're coming back in with Kathy Baker. So all your birthday greetings, make sure they're handy because we're coming right back. Cricket, thank you for being here. Linda on Orcas Island, appreciate you so much. Annette in California, thank you, thank you. Jim in New Hampshire, thank you, thank you. Ann in Nashville, we appreciate you. Kevin, always, Kevin, our friend in New Hampshire, Kevin Ennis, thank you for being here, sir. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, what a wonderful day to have you both here. Athena in Brooklyn, thank you as always. Elena, thank you for being here. Curly Tops, Duo in Vermont, yes, one and two, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hoda in British Columbia, thank you so much. Sue in Seattle, thank you. Deli in Silver Spring and Ann in Silver Spring, we thank you both. Gary with Solutions in Massachusetts. We got Bob and Mabel and a bear and an orange hat on an iPhone. It doesn't get better than that. It just doesn't get better. Thank you both so much. Sheila in Florida, love you. Thank you so much. Jane, thank you for being here. Jamie in Victoria, appreciate you. Fred in Silver Spring, appreciate you so much. Yes, Storm. Yes, is that G.I. Joe? Okay, I was just kidding. Is it Ken? I'm just kidding. Storm here from Massachusetts. Thank you. Put it in the chat who you are bringing into the room as your partner today. Aloysius, spreading love around the world. We know you are. Thank you so much. Caroline in DC, we appreciate you. Moon in Alexandria, Virginia. Thank you. Thank you. Nancy with Irish Cow. Appreciate you so much, Kat Cox. You look quite lovely today. You always do, but something special about you today. Kat in Vermont, thank you so much. LMG in Connecticut, we appreciate you. Arlene Baxter's here from Berkeley, and the wonderful Joe Jencks, the incredible Joe Jencks, the splendifidous Joe Jencks from Chicago. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful way. Okay, Kathy Baker, where are you? Where you be?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kathy.
Joe, do you have a maybe a little
Joe,
birthday song for Kathy? Maybe.
aw,
Sure. I mean, tried and true.
Bring
Happy
me, Joe.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, yes.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Wow. Wow. Kathy, I'm wishing you love. Me and baby Bobby Seal are here sending you so much love and joy on your birthday. We just want everything to just be mwah, mwah, mwah for you. Jojo, do you want to come in and greet Kathy? I think you might have something special
Sure.
for her.
Yeah, let's all say happy birthday to Kathy. Let's all wave goodbye to the live stream. Hey, live stream folks, if you want to join us in here for the birthday party, just go on to carpediemarts.org, Daily Antidote of Song page, and click on join us in the live room or virtual room or whatever it says. Let's all thank Arne for being so fabulous. Love ya.
Thank you. I got to get to work. Love you
Thanks,
guys.